Hey guys, let's get more news about Miami Heat, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Jimmy Butler admits there's not much time to turn the season around after lackluster play. Miami Heat star Jimmy Butler is as confident as they come in the NBA, and he has every reason to be. This season, however, Butler has no room to talk as the Heat struggle to round into form. Following their 107-100 loss to the Thunder on Friday, Jimmy opened up on the state of the team and their prognosis for the battles to come. "I feel like every team in this league got guys that put the ball in the basket, maybe some a little bit better than others or in a different way," said Butler in the post-game interview. "I don't even know who we play next, but whoever we play, I guarantee they've got a guy that can score the ball at a high level. And then we've just got to do better guarding these individuals as a team and not leaving guys on an island so much. There's still time, but damn, not too much time." Yesterday's loss, Miami's second straight, pushed the Heat to 6th in the standings, now in a two-way tie with the reeling Philadelphia 76ers. If things continue at this pace, the Heat risk falling into play-in territory, which they were hoping to avoid this year. Of course, while the Heat were able to make the finals as the 8th seed last season, they might have had an easier path had they managed to place a few spots higher in the standings. Now, they once again find themselves fighting to avoid the play-in tournament for the second straight year. With only so much of the season left to go, the Heat may already be locked into the 4 to 8 range in the East, but depending on where exactly they finish could make or break their playoff odds. Regardless, had they traded for Damian Lillard over the summer, they might be in a much better position right now. You can never count out a team with Jimmy Butler and Erik Spoelstra, but the situation looks pretty dire in Miami right now. As they watch elite teams like the Celtics and Bucks get hot down the stretch of the season, they've struggled to battle their demons, and it has resulted in turmoil both on and off the court. The Miami Heat could have avoided this situation had they made a deal for Damian Lillard this past summer. After he specifically named Miami as his preferred destination, the Heat were expected to close the deal on a trade that would unite him with Butler and Bam. Instead, the Heat doubled down on their role players and bet on guys like Caleb Martin, Jamie Jaquez Jr., and eventually Terry Rozier to lift the team into a top 3 spot in the West. So far, only Jamie Jaquez has really worked out for them, and injuries to both Terry and Martin have compromised their availability. Put those concerns with rising competition in the East, and it's easy to see how one might bet against the Heat this year. Without Lillard, or any true superstar guard to empower the offense, the Heat may struggle to keep pace with some of the top-heavy contenders in the league. Then again, that's what everyone thought last year when Miami shocked everyone and beat the 1-seeded Bucks en route to a finals run. Now, all of that is behind them and the odds of making it happen again are dwindling by the day. Luka Doncic had such a sarcastic reaction to finally getting a foul call during Mavs Heat game. Dallas Mavericks star Luka Doncic just wanted a call from the officials. Doncic, one of the best scorers in the NBA, has developed a bit of a reputation for being vocal with the league's referees, especially when he feels he deserved a call. Such an instance occurred during the third quarter of the Mavericks' 114-108 victory over the Miami Heat on Thursday at the American Airlines Center. Doncic posted up Heat guard Terry Rozier, then leaned into Rozier for the contact while shooting, earning a whistle from the official. The Mavs star then threw his hands in the air and sarcastically said, "I got a call." Yeah. It was a perfect level of sarcasm from Doncic, who knocked down both of the ensuing free throws. Other than foul calls, there was little else Doncic could have wanted on Thursday night, as he poured in 35 points, 11 rebounds, and 11 assists for his 5th straight game with a triple-double and 4th straight triple-double with at least 35 points scored, an NBA record. Doncic is averaging a league-leading 34.6 points along with 9.8 assists and 9.4 rebounds per game in 55 contests this season. Miami Heat vs. Washington Wizards injury report: Tyler Herro remains sidelined. Here's the injury report for Miami Heat vs. Washington Wizards on Sunday night. The Heat and Wizards meet for the third of 4 matchups this regular season. So far this season, Miami has won both previous matchups, 11 thirds and 2 halves, and has now won 6 straight at home against Washington, including 14 of the last 19 overall. The Heat are 96-46 all-time versus the Wizards during the regular season, including 54-17 in home games and 42-29 in road games. Heat coach Erik Spoelstra, after Friday's loss to the Oklahoma City Thunder, will get better from this. There were a lot of good things to take away. None of us want to talk about it or feel that or whatever right now because we're competitors. But by the time we get back to Miami, even the head coach can see that there are some good things happening in our locker room. Tyler Herro was a key part of the Miami Heat being able to make their first finals appearance since the LeBron James era during the 2019-20 season. He averaged 16.0 ppg in the playoffs that year, and he looked like a rising young talent. Despite his great playoffs run, Tyler Herro was relegated to a bench role during his sophomore year, only starting in 15 out of the 54 games that he played in. Herro was certainly inconsistent, though he had some great moments throughout the season as well. Herro is still young, and there is still the chance that he can develop into a star. Tyler Herro certainly believes that he is a good player, and he has stated in the past that he is in the conversation with stars such as Trae Young and Luka Doncic. While that notion may have been met with ridicule from a lot of fans, it seems as though there is at least one person in Herro's corner. Shaquille O'Neal has recently stated his belief that Herro does indeed belong in that tier. There is no question that this is a hot take by Shaquille O'Neal, and most people will tell you the same thing. However, Tyler Herro is certainly a great player, and there's a chance that he can make a leap. The Miami Heat will certainly hope that Tyler Herro is able to prove that he belongs in that tier he mentioned. Tyler Herro has no shortage of confidence, and he's had some great scoring games to start the season. Hopefully, his great play continues. On Sunday evening, the Miami Heat will host the Washington Wizards in Florida. For the game, the Heat will remain without one of their best players, as Tyler Herro has been ruled out. The former Kentucky star has missed each of the previous 7 games, so this will be his 8th straight out of action. And you, fan, what do you think of the situation, Tyler Herro? Leave your opinion in the comments.